Alright, good morning class. Thank you very much for the presentation. I've watched your video related to problem-based learning and project-based learning. So we just have Novita and friends for problem-based learning and Adebela and friends for project-based learning. I am satisfied with the presentation. Both of you have done, both of the groups have done a very good work. I also love the review that you have presented. But I would like to outline several things that probably are important for your understanding related to these two topics. So in relation of problem-based learning and project-based learning, we know that they both have similar disadvantage in a way that teachers sometimes feel it difficult to do assessment because sometimes the assessment is inclined to be more subjective, and then it's difficult for teacher to show or to identify which students are those with high achiever or which students are low achiever. For these problems, teachers need to be very having this critical thinking in making a strategy so that teacher can identify which students have contributes more to the group and which students has not. Let's say, for example, in our TEFL project. So I ask you to do a video, right? So the video containing you explaining one strategy that you think might be important and might be useful for teaching certain skills. So my original plan was to ask you to only upload it in YouTube. And then after some times I think that for some students who think that, who doesn't really want to do the best as they can, probably they just make a video, short 5 minutes video, but not really putting an effort because they know that nobody will watch. It's only Bulokita who will assess my work because I only give a link to a YouTube. And then I think of giving another challenge by asking the students not only uploading this to YouTube, but also to display their video in the classroom. So by this way, there is a kind of motivation for the students to do as best as they can. That's for project-based learning. Another example is by, I would like to give you an example with our drama project, remember? So you have to perform the final project. But then most of the time I was not there during your rehearsal, right? So the only way I know which one is more, have more contribution to the group and which one learn more is by asking the students to provide me what they think about themselves and what kind of reflection they have done. I mean, this is very important. Do you remember in Edmodo, if you haven't checked, so I asked you to do this journal related to what you feel about your class performance and how much roles that you have done for your group. So this way actually I would like to give a chance for the students to express, to elaborate, to explain what they have done for the groups, what they want to do for the groups more, and what they understand. And the summary is actually highlighting what they understand about the project they are making or the drama they are going to perform. So this is really important strategy where the teachers know what to do so that they can identify which students is more contributing to a project and which students just being a hitchhiker. You know hitchhiker? So hitchhiker is somebody who just want to take a ride from somebody else just to get a good score. So anyway, problem-based learning and project-based learning, this strategy is very good ones. But what I can say is that when you do problem-based learning, it's more shorter. Yeah, it can be done in a shorter time than project-based learning. And project-based learning, it includes not only time but also other things such as motivation and also tools. And sometimes when you ask the students to do a project, it requires expensive tools, and there are, costs about this. So project-based learning is inclined to be costly. But when you can try to ensure this through financial support or something that you can find to support your project for your students, it's probably more effective.